to David Dimbleby, for it is he chairing tonight's debate. But first, let's remind you of how the BBC used to do this sort of thing the last time Britain was talking about a referendum on Europe, way back in the Dark Ages, known as 1975.
Tonight, for the first time in this referendum campaign, Labour Minister meets Labour Minister to discuss the arguments for and against Britain's continued membership of the Common Market. Roy Jenkins, Home Secretary, long-term supporter of British membership and President of the Britain in Europe campaign, and Tony Benn, Secretary of State for Industry, the man who fought for this referendum and one of the leading opponents to the Common Market.
And here is David Dimbleby again, 40 years on, not looking a day older.
Andrew, stop flattering me.
These drugs I sent him have clearly worked. He's outside the radio theatre and broadcasting house where the debate's taking place tonight. David, will tonight's debate be, what way will it differ from last week's debate?
I imagine so. I mean, I think what the first round of the debate is a kind of sparring match where Clegg and Farage sort out each other's weaknesses. And what I imagine will happen tonight, there's no way of knowing, is that they will want to deliver knockout punches, in effect. And, one of them will want to have the other on the floor by the end of the hour. That's what I assume will happen.
And I right in thinking maybe fewer questions this time compared with last week so that they can actually debate among themselves?
Well, I mean, that's always a difficult balance, isn't it? We'll put in enough questions to make sure that the subject is properly covered. I mean, we'll have some up our sleeve in case some don't go well, but basically the job is to get the two of them arguing. So, I mean, half a dozen questions, 8, I don't know. We'll see.
Have you heard anything on the grapevine about how they're prepping for tonight?
No, nothing at all. I've heard they've both been doorstepped. But they're both doing, what Muhammad Ali used to do. I can, all that stuff. So.